What up?
That's a bit under energetic. Where's the energy? Where's the radio voice?
The coronavirus took it from me.
Oh no, Hito is trapped in Japan. It's like a horror movie right now. He's currently trapped with the corona surrounded him. It's like 28 days later over there for you. Yeah, over here, it's not like zombies, but it's like hysteria. Like it's kind of like I Am Legend, where like people are going through the gates and they're like, I gotta get through. It's like, no, sir, you can't. It's like, my wife's on that boat, or some shit like that. That's kind of how I am right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so big in San Francisco.
It's pretty big only because that cruise ship came back, and two, this is not specifically saying your origin determines the disease, but like it's just we're on a coastal like port where a lot of foreign international waters cross with us. Like a lot of ships from different countries come here. A lot of traveling comes here. So the people who are probably exposed to it are coming to San Francisco, which is rather unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, hi. This is, by the way, Minority Opinions Podcast.
Yeah, this is Minority Opinions Podcast, and we're not the CDC podcast updates. We're just two guys very worried for our health.
Yeah, don't touch your face.
Unless you're wearing gloves.
Yeah, unless you're wearing gloves. No. Even with gloves, you shouldn't touch your face.
Only rub your face with your shoulders and your elbows.
Yeah.
And your feet.
Yeah, basically. Just don't use your hands. I'm Hito, by the way.
And I'm Ricardo, wearing a hazmat suit covered in petroleum jelly and Lysol. How you doing? This is a pretty big deal. Like, how you doing?
I have a cold now, so...
Yeah, I doubt you have it. I doubt you have any type of you have the corona, but like it's definitely an awkward time to get a cough. Like it's definitely it's definitely not a good time to be like, haha, I'm gonna sneeze on you. It's like, get away from me, please.
Yeah. I doubt I have the virus, but yeah, I've been sick for the past 5 days or so. It's been fun. I had to I had to postpone my work just a little bit. But how you doing, man?
Man, shit has gone down for the past few days. Like, first they said no more face-to-face classes on campus, and I was like, okay, that's a pretty big deal. So no more classes, and like rest of the week, at least my teacher said like we're not meeting up. Just why would I come? And then at the gym, I like sprained my left ankle. So then it's heavily bruised. It looks like an eggplant. Like that's the color of it right now. I can still walk, but it's very bloated and it looks gross.
How'd you sprain it?
I was doing a cardio workout with jump ropes, but then I tripped and then I landed all my weight on my ankle.
Ow.
And it was weird because I didn't scream. I just sat down. I breathed heavily, and I was just like, oh god, because it hurt a lot. Like I know I'm really calm right now about it, but at the moment I wanted to scream. But it was in a social setting, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to. And my roommate was like, just go ask for ice. And I was like, I have meat at the house. They're like, the ice is free here though. I was like, I have meat at the house, and I just went to the house and I put frozen meat on my, because I'm used to just going home, getting meat and putting it on there. I'm not used to being like, excuse me, can I have a bag of ice? No. Bag of meat, bag of frozen meat. And then that was 2 days ago. And then it was yesterday they announced for housing. They're like, hey, if you live in student housing, you should leave. Like, we're strongly encouraging you to leave. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then we don't have to leave, but I'm just leaving because like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And I'm really stressed from all this. Like my residents are just kind of acting up, and like people in the city are like stressing out. Like once I come back, I just want to like pause life and just roam in the open fields full of coyotes and snakes and just be like, I'm safe. Like, oh, it's so stressful. Like, I mean, I went to go see Invisible Man like a few days ago, and that theater was I was the only one there, and I was like, is it because it's an indie movie on a Monday evening, or it's because of Corona? So I'm like, I don't know.
It's probably the Corona.
Probably Corona. Like downtown was empty. Like there's more homeless people than actual people. Like,
oh wow. Yeah,
like they were roaming. They're like, "Hello, governor." I was like, "What the?" I was like, "God damn!" I'm like, "What are you doing here, man? Go back inside." And they're like, "The beauty's closed." And I was like, "Oh shit!" It wasn't closed, but I was like, "Oh, okay." I don't know. I'm just trying to go back home and like be safe. This is my dogs. Like I'm having an extended spring break basically, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna work on my school. It's gonna be hard. I mean, a lot of it's writing or reading, so I won't be impacted that much. But like the interaction of the script class is what really made it like intriguing and lifelong learning. You know what I mean?
They should do like a online, and I mean online by doing one of those like Skype calls with the class.
I doubt because people are just in a panic right now. So we're just not gonna do it like that. We're just gonna have live editing sessions of our scripts and stuff like that.
That's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, but and then the same week, my writing partner quit. So then I have no partner for that class. So I'm like, oh, goody, goody for me. So yeah, I'm screwed. I mean, I'm not screwed. I'm just, I had to move my flight up to Saturday because I'm trying to get out of here. So I'm like, it feels like a horror movie. I'm just like Saturday. Like I'm purpose gonna stay up really late on Friday night. So then when I wake up on Saturday, I'm just gonna be ready to go. It's gonna be like 2 p.m. I'm like, all right, ready to go to the airport. I do not care. I'm like planning this out because I want to avoid everybody as possible. I'm gonna wear a mask and like I'm gonna like be like Wolverine, just like I'm like back off. Like I'm warning you.
Oh, speaking of Corona, Tom Hanks.
Oh my god, dude!
It sucks.
I saw that and I'm like, well, I'm not worth that much, but he is very wealthy, so I feel like he'll be fine. It's just scary knowing that he has it.
Yeah,
the economy is gonna go down like so low, like
yeah,
like especially the film industry because like filmings have had to stop in China and like distribution and such in like film festivals. Like I'm pretty sure like the SF Film Festival might get canceled this year. So I'm like, depending where like April might happen, because my idea is it'll die down by the end of March. That's my stupid, unlogical guess. But if not, they're probably going to cancel a lot of events. Like a lot. I mean, at least for me in San Francisco, they're going to cancel like so many events.
Yeah. My guess for the US, it'll probably die down by summer. In Japan, it's going to be an all-year event.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, I think we're reaching the highest point, like, right now. But then after, like, summer starts and, like, the heat starts killing the disease, and, like, it's easier to containment, I feel like it's going to die down slowly. But just, the panic is still going to be high.
Oh, but they released that this virus is heat-resistant.
Oh.
It's not like it's not like a flu, so...
Heat resistant. Okay, well.
I think the best thing we can hope is somebody like creates the vaccine soon and, you know, start manufacturing it. That's the best thing we can hope.
Because I mean, if it still has like qualities of the flu, there is still chances you can mutate a flu to cure it. So I'm like, we could solve it at one point. Because like, if some people were able to solve the Spanish flu in like the 1920s, then I'm pretty sure with the technology we have today, we could cure the coronavirus in like, you know,
That's true.
1 or 2 months.
That's true.
Like, you know, like 120 million people died because of the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
And that was only because like the technology back then, like basic medication and like cleaning habits weren't a thing.
Yeah. Everybody was touching faces.
They were just like, oh, let me touch your face. Let me. I don't know what accent that is, but let me touch your face. Let's have babies. Like,
let me touch your face. Let me touch your hair. Let me touch your penis.
Let me touch your mouth. It's like before or after. It's like yes. It's like
yeah.
And remember when swine flu and like the bird flu were a thing?
Yeah.
And then whooping cough was kind of a thing, but it didn't really happen. Yeah. So I mean. We're gonna overcome this. It's indefinite. Is that's a word? It's inevitable that we're gonna cure it at one point. I just think like a big portion of the world's gonna suffer for a bit. I mean, like I feel like the United States we're gonna be fine for a bit, but then like other countries like they're gonna take a hit for a bit.
Oh yeah, we're taking a huge hit here in Japan because of the idiotic leader. But yeah. I assume the rest of the world will be fine, unless big asterisk here, DNC nominates Joe Biden and Agent Orange wins the election again.
Yeah, Agent Orange. Like I feel like I don't know. Agent Orange over here. That's Trump for all of you people who don't get it. Agent Orange. He's just been an idiot. Like there's a rumor that he caught it and like he's trying to keep it a secret, which I'm low key excited for because I wouldn't mind him dying. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't care. This is oh this podcast isn't supposed to be political. For this episode, I'm gonna be full on. Like I hope he catches it.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that he caught it. And then people are like, oh, well, if Mike Pence is elected, I'm like, I'd rather have him like a real politician than like a dumb, destructive Agent Orange type of person. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the current state of our life right now. Like I'm nervous. You're probably anxious too. So
I'm beyond paranoid.
yeah, I mean, by the tone of our voices, the fans are probably like, these guys are very calm. But in the inside, I'm like legit trembling. Like I'm legit nervous. Like
Yeah. Like I don't go out unless I'm going to work or get toilet papers.
yeah, I'm like nervous to go out now. Like ever since Monday, I'm like, I should probably not go out.
Yeah.
Like and then like people are still going to the gyms. They're still going to like public areas, and I'm like, should you really be going out right now? Like, is that the smartest move?
Yeah, y'all are stupid if you're going outside.
I mean, if you want to go to like get food at a grocery store, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's
Yeah.
necessary. But if you're going to the gym, which is like completely leisurely and not necessary, you're kind of an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
because like the same people. Oh my god, dude. So, let me read you what I like. I retweeted on my not retweeted. I put it on my Instagram today because I think it's very important that people see it. I put down shutting down colleges will directly impact students who cannot afford to live somewhere else, have unsafe home environments, are international and cannot find a replacement home, do not have the time, energy, or money, or ability to relocate. This is institutional marginalization.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, a lot of people are seeing this as like an opportunity to like, oh, I'm gonna party in my school, or I'm gonna act more irresponsible. But it's like that really shows what kind of character you are. Really, like it really shows like your motivations. Like right now, it's such a stressful time for many people. Like especially international students. Like I'm signaling all my strength and all my hope for the international students because like they're the ones who are suffering the most, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know, people like us, we're able to stay at home, we're able to go home, afford it. But these people, they can't because most of the time, the homes are the source of the virus.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think a lot of Americans get that. Like they don't get like, oh, other people are dealing with it. Like it's not just a me thing. Like I know I had that for the first few days, but now I'm just like, oh my god, other people are gonna be screwed for this.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what else can we do? Like, what else can we really do?
Stay the fuck home.
Stay the fuck home. If you're sick, don't go outside your house, please.
Yeah.
Don't be those people who just leave their house and they're like, LOL, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Just stay the fuck home. Wash your hands. Wash everything. Use hand sanitizer if you can. Yeah, just stay the fuck home for the next 3 weeks if you can.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot right now.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity for me to plug in our Patreon page. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't go outside you shouldn't go outside for the next couple of weeks, so why not sign up to our Patreon page and listen to our banter and chatter for the next 3 weeks?
Exactly, because I'm probably going to be inside watching movies on Netflix and on a Criterion, so we'll probably talk about that and share our opinions on the upcoming events.
Yeah, so go to our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/minorityopinions. And if you sign up to our $4 level, you can listen to after hours episodes where we talk all kinds of shit.
Mostly stuff that isn't film.
Yeah, mostly that's not stuff that's not film. We just recorded our first episode and released it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a very different climate in that time, very different attitudes toward the world. So
yeah,
that's where we're at.
Back then, I mean, we talked about coronavirus, and that was not a big thing in the US 2 weeks ago. And we talked about the possibility of Bernie Sanders becoming the Democratic nominee, which is
Still a possibility. He's gonna destroy Biden in a debate. I'm gonna say he's gonna destroy him.
oh yeah, and I can't wait.
Me neither. I'm gonna watch that one. I also want. I'm gonna be like Team Bernie. I might buy a shirt and just wear it to piss off people. Like this is the first year where I'm like, we need to do this. Like,
Yeah.
For all you people who didn't vote and you're all bitching on Instagram about like how you hate Agent Orange, actually vote.
Yeah, go actually vote, or you don't have the right to complain.
Just if you're just bitching at me about how I'm like not woke or I'm not like I'm hurting. If I'm not part of the solution, I'm part of the problem. I actually go vote.
Yeah.
And I actually like voice my concern, and I go straight there, leave, and that's it. So, and for the people who say my vote doesn't matter, you're the reason why he got elected. You're the reason why Agent Orange became a thing.
Yeah.
So just think about that for a bit.
Yeah. Sign up to our Patreon page. You can donate as little as $1 and you can get bonus contents. And yeah, so just go there, sign up, and the next 3 weeks of your extended spring break is going to be a fun time.
Exactly. You have some content to listen to.
Yeah. All right. So, because we are a film podcast, let's go into the reviews.
I can't. Wait, Hito, you're gone. You disappeared.
Oh, is my invisible cloak working?
Invisible cloak. You Harry Potter nerd. You sweaty, greasy nerd. That's wow. He's invisible. He was invisible for this part of the segment.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about The Invisible Man, directed by Leigh Whannell or Whannell.
I think it's Lee Whannell.
Oh, Leigh Whannell. Oh, because he's Australian. That's why.
Yeah, I think somebody on the internet was also saying, I thought his name was Leigh Whannell.
Yeah, the second I said that, I was like, I sound ridiculous. Like,
yeah, no, it's Leigh Whannell.
You and I actually met him one time at the Alamo Draft House.
Mm-hmm. We went to a Q&A screening of Upgrade, which was a fun movie.
Underrated gem.
Yeah, and. Did you talk to him? I know I didn't. I just saw him.
Oh, I talked to him for a bit. I just talked to him about like attending film school and like how his film was kind of like interesting. He's like, oh yeah, and he was just leaving, so like I was like the very last one to talk to him.
Mm.
So then and then I had a Mexican milkshake at the place. So that was a pretty cool day. And I was I 20? I think I was 20, but no, I think it was 9. No, I was 20 by the time the movie came out, so I couldn't get the alcohol one. But yeah, Invisible Man. Pretty straightforward premise. It's Elizabeth. Is it Elizabeth Moss? Yeah, Elizabeth. Mm-hmm. I was confused with Elizabeth Olsen. But our favorite Scientologist, Elizabeth Moss, plays as a woman named Cecilia who escapes from her abusive ex-husband, and after he mysteriously disappears, Cecilia starts imagining, or maybe not imagining, a mysterious figure who's invisible terrorizing her when she's in her sanctuary, like home.
Mm-hmm.
This film was very interesting and minimal. It's not flashy. It's not a very flashy film. It's very less is more film. You're witnessing a woman be gaslighted and be abused by an invisible figure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it comes to this, like story elements, I felt like we needed more like meat when it came to like Elizabeth Moss's character. Because we do understand she is being terrorized by, an invisible man who could be her husband, or maybe it's not. But it just seems like there isn't a lot of like background for who the people are. Like I feel like we need to know more about these characters.
Okay.
And like it's a very straightforward movie. And there are parts where you're just like, is this the ending? No, it's too downbeat. Is this the ending? No, it's too downbeat. Like, it's definitely can't really tell when it's going to end. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying it drags on, but it felt like there's a lot of shots where, even though they are pretty and they are very well done, just because it's almost like it's 2 hours and 10 minutes long.
Wow.
it's a long film for a horror film, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on the original novel, like H.G. Wells. Like
Mm-hmm.
that book took place in like the England, like the 1800s, and the guy wore a fake nose and a tape around his face.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it because the husband's name is Adrian Brout, and I'm like, oh, that's the name of the original guy in the book. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's like small stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be like, it wasn't real to the book. I'm like, shut up. It's an adaptation of an original story, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with the premise, like with the Wanell, he did a very interesting take on Invisible Man. I think it worked really well.
Did it work as a horror movie?
It's a pretty decent horror movie. Like it does have your traditional cues like jump scares. Like it's clever with the jump scares. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't use it completely, but it definitely makes you anxious.
Mm.
The jump scares aren't the scare; they're the build up to the real tension.
Okay.
Especially since you can't see the threat.
Mm.
And it's very good. I personally enjoyed it. I think it's not I don't think it's a very rewatchable film. Like I'll watch it again once, but after that I don't know. I can't see myself watching it again like over and over again. Like,
Okay.
it's a very one and done kind of film, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just you watch it once and you kind of get the most out of it when you see it.
Yeah. I get you.
It's pretty good. I liked it. Mr. Winnell, you should keep doing this, and decent, not decent, that's not bad. I think the well made film with pretty interesting ideas and imagery that will stick to you for a bit. I feel like this episode's been like very much influenced by the corona. We're just like I'm here and I'm just like, what do I do in my life?
Yeah.
Is my graduation gonna be my living room? Like,
That's not a bad idea.
I know, but it's like I want to see at least goodbye one more time to San Francisco before it like burns to the ground. I'm joking. I just want to say goodbye, so there isn't a chance that I have to stay here for the entire time and I can't go to San Francisco and say bye. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think having a graduation ceremony with like close to 3,000 students is a good idea. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So the first gen students are gonna be like, well, damn, what was that for then?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the point of everything now?
So thanks for listening. Go subscribe and review us on the Apple Podcast. Leave us a 5-star review, and we will love you forever. Follow Ricardo on Twitter at RickyRicardo76. And
yeah, wow, you remembered it.
Yes, I have too much free time. And follow me on Twitter if you'd like at Hedotastic. Follow us on Instagram. What's the Instagram handle?
It's just Minority Opinions Pod. Well, I hope everybody gets home safely to where they belong. If they can't go home, then please be safe as much as possible. Remember to wash your hands. And any more advice, Hito?
Stay the fuck home.
As Hito says, stay home.
Yeah.
Please stay home.
We will see you all next time
On Minority Opinions Podcast. Thank you.